I'm glad to see you, dear comrades, in here in Germany, in Hanau, and I know, and we are as leftists and as socialist activists. It's so important standing against this imperialistic war, two sides of the war, and I must I'm interested to knowing your mind about this war and what we must do as a worker class and worker class parties and activists against this war.
The war in Ukraine is terrible. It's costing the lives of hundreds of thousands of people in Ukraine and in Russia. It's causing food supply problems elsewhere, and it's causing massive problems for the economies of the rest of the world because there's more money being spent on arms that's not being spent on social needs. So a ceasefire followed by immediately a substantial peace conference on the future of Ukraine and the border regions with Russia is absolutely essential, and that's a benefit for all. The alternative is to spend more money on arms, put more arms into Ukraine. Russia will do the same, China will join in, India will join in, and we then have hundreds of thousands of more dead. And still, at some point, there'll be a peace conference. What I was saying this morning in our conference was, let's go there now. And that's why I support the calls made by President Lula, by President Ramaphosa, by the Secretary General of the UN. Let's get a ceasefire.
So I'm worried about the next step after striking in England. We saw the strikes of the worker class in England, so I found it so good, but I think it's necessary at the moment of the war crisis, of course, the capitalistic war, and affected by the it's a kind of the tools using to the pressure on the worker class. But how do you find it? It could be related to the next step of the continuing general strikes or strikes in England or Britain?
The strikes are going on in the railways and the health service, and there's negotiations going on with the mail industry for what will happen there. And there's more strikes coming for teachers, particularly in September onwards. The strikes are mainly about wages, but also about conditions, numbers of staff, and the way in which there's been speed-ups of work on the railways and in the postal service, which threaten safety and the mental health of the workers concerned. So these strikes are about the nature of our society. And all the rallies I've been to, they're also joined by people in housing campaigns, refugee rights campaigns, and anti-racist campaigns. There's a whole political movement developing around these strikes. And the sacrifices that workers have made to try to win a pay rise for the benefit of everybody and defend those services is impressive, and that's my support.
So, as a last question, I'm Iranian activist, and you know we are struggling against the Islamic regime as a socialistic movements in Iran and outside of Iran as an auxiliary. And how is it possible to have the solidarity, international solidarity with the Iranian worker class and the worker activists? The many of them are imprisoned.
Indeed, I've been taking up the case of some of those in prison, trade union leaders in prison in Iran. And you're quite right that the first objective of the regime has always been to limit or destroy the trade union movement. The future of Iran is there with the young people, with the trade union movement, with the labour movement, with those principles. And that's why I support the groups that are calling for that solidarity.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.